goodness gracious me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Holy crap, hammer sandwich. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got this. I got this added. Minnie has made this for me yesterday. Well, he made it and then he gave it to me. And so I hung it. There's a hook already there holding up the comic book, so that's why it's there. And eventually I'll find its own spot. But all right, round of applause for Minnie has in his craft. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. So hello, welcome to the show. It's Tuesday. It's supposed to be hot and rainy today. Oh boy, I can't wait. I don't know if the camera can pick this up. Okay, yeah. So yesterday it was so warm, and because I always say I work outside, right? So I wear these gloves. They're like I guess you'd call them like biker gloves. They're like leather gloves that with the fingers, because my computer setup has a fingerprint reader. So I have to have my fingers exposed because I can't do anything without fingerprint identification on my work computer. So I have to have my fingers out so that I can do that. But I deal with a lot of people's cars that are filthy and dirty and nasty, and like putting my hands, and a lot of times I'm getting up and down on the ground and putting my hands in the cement and all this. So I need my hands covered, So I got the fingerless gloves, but they're the ones where there's like a little strap. So there's like a hole, right? I actually got a suntan yesterday. You could see the spot on my hand where the hole of my glove is the only spot where the sun got in. I got to have both of them. So I thought that was crazy. Yesterday, I was taking a walk with Minnie has, and I looked at my hand. I'm like, I got a circle, just that one spot of suntan. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the first person here today was Jaime Palmetto Albay. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Palmetto Albay is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Palmetto Albay appearing on behalf of YouTube. Free News Now Voodoo.
That's right, man. Let me go. This is a travesty of justice, man. I ain't got no jurisdiction or jurisprudence or Surrey juris or jury duty. I don't know any of those words, but I know that they suck, and being in prison sucks, and I like frauditing. Let's take pictures and exploit people's images on YouTube for money and publicly humiliate people because they said don't film me. You're not allowed to say those words. There's no free speech in my country. Only me filming. Don't you understand? Oh, no, wait. Why are you clapping? Oh, no.
I can't help it, man. I don't know what to say. All right, Jaime's number one. He gets the first happy dance of the day. Let's go. His comment pretty much covered that up, so let's do it again. All right, yes, thank you. Greg Jonick was first to be second, I guess. Well, first like, he clarified. Greg Jonick, Jaime Palmetto, Greg Kingston 2000 said good morning all. That's everybody. It's I feel like all of a sudden the when I highlight the words, it like covers my face, but that wasn't happening before. Strange. Maybe I have to just adjust my camera, huh? Yeah. Tag nabbit, sandwich sauce. No, I adjusted it too much. Hey, you got to see my mouse pad. Look at that. And my keyboard. There you go. All right. There we go. The Secret Adventures of Awesome Sandwich Sauce. Is that better? All right, let's see. Good morning, all. There you go. Stefan St. Germain, good morning. All right. Is there something different? Do the comments appear bigger? I still feel like they used to be just like at the bottom of the screen, and now they like take up a much bigger. I don't know. Huh. Stefan's here. Sorry. Stefan St. German, Kingston 2000, David E. Persons with the dad joke in the morning. A cheeseburger walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." All right, let's see. P. Burns the second. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's see. P. Barnes, David E. Persons, Jaime Pomelo Lope, P. Barnes, Stefan St. German, my tiny Chihuahua life. What's up? Great to see you. Great to have you here as always. Oh man, my throat this morning. I feel like I got a frog in it that won't jump out. P. Barnes, Stefan St. German, Highway Star. Yeah. Welcome. Tiny Chihuahua Life, Stefan, Jaime, Highway Star. Donna Ray's in the house. What's up? See, now that we're getting into summer too, I think I'm gonna have to put my air conditioning on because like I keep like sweating and my glasses start fogging up. And I don't know why. And I'm like, oh, because I'm hot. B. Barnes, Jaime, Stefan, Highway Star, Tiny. Let's see who else is here today. Who else is here this morning? Let's find out. Hez went back to sleep. Yeah, that's right. What? Yeah. Let's see. Hey, News Now Enemy, what's up? Let's see. Race. Gloves like cops. Yeah. Let's see. My head got bigger. Okay, so there was something about like my camera angle or something, right? Like it's weird. I don't know. I have the same keyboard. All right. They are appearing bigger. Okay, so the comments are coming out bigger. That's weird. I didn't change anything in the settings. Coffee, yes. I agree, but now I can see them, so it's good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe that's something that StreamYard updated. I don't know. Or accidentally clicked up. I mean, again, I'm not complaining about it. I just wasn't sure if it was the comments are actually bigger or there was something about my camera that was different. But it seems like it is. The comments are actually bigger. That's good, though. I like them big. It is, though. Yeah, it's easier to read that way for sure. So let's see. We got Texas Tim. We got Tiny. All right. Sounds good. So, I hope Graham shows up so that there's someone for Hez to ignore. Him and Will from Frauditor Mania. Oh yeah, you said tomorrow, right? You said Wednesday show. That's the title of the email is Wednesday show, right? Yeah. So yeah. We could set that up. I'll send you a link in the morning. Tomorrow we'll have David E. Persons up here as a special guest. All right. That'll be fun and exciting. Yes, indeed. So anyway, hello and welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, and I am not at all looking forward to today because it's supposed to be hot and raining all day. So I get to stand outside and soak in the rain and be hot at the same time. So wet and dripping and soaking and sweating and nasty and yuck. So that's going to be fun. But then, there's always this. I wanted to thank Dag Nabbit Sandwich Sauce. I wanted to thank Street Video Reviewer because this morning I woke up and the first thing I noticed when I turned on my computer and Electric Glide 28, what's up? I noticed the first thing when I woke up this morning, I checked my computer, blah, 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 blah. When they do band danceality, ooh, I'm gonna sing my song. I'm gonna sing about how I got tongue tied and twisted all day, all night long. Hey, Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. And I'm here today to show you guys the wonderful world of First Amendment auditing. Yes, you too can be a butterbrain douche canoe. All you have to do to be a butterbrain douche canoe is grab a phone and walk around filming people for no reason and exploiting their image on YouTube for money. Street Video Reviewer. I want to say thank you to Street Video Reviewer because when I turned on the computer to start setting up the show this morning, the first thing I saw is that my subscribers jumped overnight. Like, I picked up a lot of subs like that. And I'm like, whoa, what the heck happened? And then I looked at my comments and I saw Street Video Reviewer posted on his channel to his fans to check out my channel. So thank you very much for that, Street Video Reviewer. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Let's see. So, with that being said, let's go forward and start the show. Dag Nabbit Sandwich Sauce. And since we were just talking about Will from Frauditor Mania, why don't we start the show with a Frauditor Mania video? All right. Yes. He's been a friend of the channel since he started. And we always had fun with him. I've been on his panel. He's been on mine. He's a good guy. So let's go ahead and check out this video and see what we got. All right.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to have a look at a disgusting audit of a disgusting auditor who's so filled with so much hate and spews so much nonsense to the point where it's clear that this isn't auditing. It's clear that this isn't about a movement. This is just people filled with hate, spewing hate on innocent victims for no reason at all. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I'm gonna make sure there's nothing illegal in here. I'll just leave it here. I don't want to take it back. I can take it back. How's it going? I'm good. Are you like blocking my path?
Huh?
Are you trying to block my path? Because I can just move wherever I want.
Yeah, you're free to go around if you'd like.
I can go anywhere. I can go right through you. I can go around you. I can go on the street. I can go wherever I want. Okay. Yeah, you can get out of my way too. Just saying. I can go anywhere I want. It's free country. Okay, well, just saying.
We're also doing an investigation. You're not allowed to get right up into.
I can get wherever I want, and if you want to get mouthy with me, I'll file a report against you.
What? The officer didn't even say anything to you, Glenn. The person that's been mouthy the entire time so far is you. Projection on your part, don't you think?
Okay.
Whoa, wait a minute. I just realized something. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. The unclean hands video I had on deck for this morning was, hey, the return of Glenn Cerio, and it's literally the same footage. I didn't even realize, because Will just says vile frauditor. I should have known that Glenn Cerio is the most vile of them all. That it would have been him that he was talking about. Chef M80, what's up? Oh my goodness. All right, so all right, while that's playing, let me look and see if I can find something else. Because like those two videos were like for my planned out like half of my show. And now it turns out they're the same video, just different commentary. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either, but I don't know. I can only take so much Glenn Cerio in one day before I have to vomit. All right.
So I'm known for suing the police, taking them to federal court.
Okay.
So I will drag you through the court system like you would not believe. I will take your fucking house. I'll put a lien against your property. You have no idea the capabilities I will do to you.
No, you're lying. God damn it, you're lying. No, you are lying. You're a big liar. You are a liar, Earl. You are a liar. You are.
We understand.
You don't understand. You don't understand. Because if you understood, you'd shut your fucking mouth. Okay?
So I actually didn't even say anything to you.
You're blocking my path. You're standing in my way like you're a fucking security guard or something. You can be blown away like a fucking crumb. Okay? A crumb in the wind, okay? Palm trees, tattoos don't scare me. I've seen much worse. I've been surrounded by 20 guys. I fought off 20 guys one time.
Yeah, I'm going to call BS on that. Especially since, Glenn, wasn't it you a couple of moments ago simply walking up to the crime scene? Sounds to me, Glenn, you can barely walk 20 feet without nearly having a stroke. So I don't see how you could beat 20 guys at once. I just don't believe that.
Little palm trees don't scare me. Believe me.
I wouldn't want these to scare anyone. It's not as supposed to be.
Well, you want to be a tough guy standing in front of me with this old guy that can barely walk and wants to mouth off.
No one's.
You're mouthing off.
Good to see you.
You're mouthing off.
Good to see you again.
Last time I went after a cop's house, he fucking cried like a little baby. He whined like a little baby when that lien was put against his property. And I went after that equity. It wasn't much, but it was just enough to make that son of a bitch cry.
Well, number one, prove it, Glenn. Prove that even happened. Because I'm sure you would be showing this video on your channel, which oddly enough it isn't, so I doubt it even happened. But number two, are you that stupid, Glenn, that you don't realize that that's not how it works? When you file a complaint against a police officer, you're not going after the equity of their house. You're not going after their monetary funds. Unless there's major misconduct and you sue them personally, sure. But simply by an officer speaking to you, you have the grounds to go after their house, their equity. That doesn't make any sense. It's nonsensical.
You'd be surprised the documents you could fill out in federal court. You keep moving in front of me. Is there a problem? Do you have a problem? Do you want to just...
You're free to walk by if you want, but
I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm free to fucking walk past you, brush past you, knock your hat off. I'm free to do what the fuck I want.
No, you can't do that. I'm gonna let you know.
A lot of cops have charged me. I've been charged many times, and my lawyers have defeated every fucking case.
If by defeating every charge you mean that every case that you filed in court has been dismissed for being baseless, meritless, and total nonsense, then yeah, you're right.
Every fucking case.
But you will not put hands on us.
I can do whatever I want.
No, you won't do it.
If you touch me, I will touch you. Then don't touch me.
Touch me first.
Fuck off. Fuck off, you faggot.
If you touch us, you will
Don't get close
handcuff.
to me. Your little Mexican accent doesn't scare me. Look at Pedro. Pedro Molina. Fuck off.
Thank you.
Okay?
You can videotape all you want.
I will.
We're not going anywhere.
I will.
Okay, Glenn? So you don't scare us.
Little short Mexicans don't scare me. Little puto fucking madre chalupa bitches don't scare me either.
Now, I want someone to tell me, please, in the comments section, for all the people that say that this is a bootlicker channel and I lie in my commentary about First Amendment auditing, and auditing is flexing your freedoms that you've been granted under the Constitution, tell me, what is this accomplishing? Tell me, what about this is fighting for our rights? Glenn Cerio clearly is a disgusting, nauseating, and as we see, a racist human being, berating officers for no reason whatsoever. Tell me, how is this activism? What is this accomplishing? And why is this socially acceptable behavior on this platform? I'm waiting for someone to tell me.
Your chalupas don't scare me, bro. They don't. You're just a little beaner. That's all you are.
Okay. Thank you.
Getting pretty close there.
Yeah. I didn't garbage back then.
You've never actually been kicked in the leg, have you? You've never been knee kicked, have you? One of these days, I'll catch you off. You'll be off duty. And when you're off duty, it's a free game. The law doesn't protect cops off duty.
There's still assault. Assault in general is an assault.
Hey, you got to prove it.
Okay.
You got to prove it in the court of law. A dark alley, not much can be seen in a dark alley.
Why would I ever be in a dark alley?
You never know what happened, where you are, what you're doing.
My pile, yeah.
You've never known what could happen. You've never been knee kicked. You don't know what it's like.
Okay.
You don't know what it's like, that pain. You don't know what it's like to be down on the ground. You've never actually gotten in a fist fight.
Okay, Glenn.
You're just a tough guy with a badge. That's all you are. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Thanks for calling me a tough guy. I appreciate that.
You want to be a tough guy.
Well, you already just told me I was a tough guy, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's prove it. Let's go in the ring. One-on-one, me and you. Why not? Mutual combat. Mutual combat. Mutual combat. It's Washington State and Texas. I'm sorry, it's a law. All you have to do is agree to it. That's it. Mutual combat. You won't do it because you ain't got any guts. The ginger in you won't do it. The ginger in you won't do it. It won't do it. You don't have the balls to do it. The ginger in you won't do it. You won't do it. Ramos is a little bit bigger than Pedro, huh? Ramos is just a little bit taller than fucking Pedro, huh? Are you gay? Is that the problem? I mean, he looks kind of gay. He looks gay.
Now it's time for the next lesson, huh? I call it How to Stop Being Stupid.
I mean, if I see him walking, he looks gay, bro. I mean, he looks gay. He looks gay. It's not going to affect you. You're already cuffed. They're already fucking searching you for weapons and.
So let's see. Over the last 10 minutes, we've seen Glenn Cerio verbally accost multiple police officers, be racist to a police officer. Now he's being homophobic towards a police officer, assuming what his gender identification or what his sexual preferences are, basically for no reason whatsoever. First of all, there's nothing wrong with the way this officer looks. Glenn is just saying anything, trying to elicit a response from these officers and hand it to these officers, handling this buffoon with the professionalism that every officer should handle this idiot with, ignoring him and letting him spew his nonsense and look like a total piece of garbage on the internet.
Not only that, but the lady, this is the crazy part. Whenever any Frauditor video has something like this happen, it always gets me. Like, the whole idea of cop watching. I remember when it first started, it was the whole Rodney King thing and the fact that they videotaped it. That was how the cop watching thing really started. And the whole idea of it, and people who support it and people who actually think it's a good idea, is you want to be filming them in case they do something wrong to the person that they're investigating or arresting or whatever it is. So now here's the lady that's sitting there in the handcuffs, and even she's like, dude, come on, this is too much. And I've seen that before. I've seen that with DirectD. I've seen that with a bunch of these guys. The person that they're there to film to protect from the evil police, even the person is like, leave the cops alone. Like, usually to me, I mean, again, you don't want to assume guilt, but usually to me, like, well, for example, I mentioned DirectD because I covered the video. That's why it's in my head. So I specifically remember she got pulled over for a DUI, and she knew she had too many drinks in her. So she was like, leave him alone. Like, and even he was like, well, if you're driving drunk, you shouldn't be driving. Yeah, right. So why are you bothering them? They're not violating my rights. They're not viciously assaulting me. They're just giving me a sobriety test on the side of the road because I had a couple drinks. Yeah, I did. Like, and like this lady, you know, they're doing their thing. Leave them alone. Come on, man. Like, it just blows my mind when even the people that the frauditors are there to protect from the evil cops are on the cop side. Like, dude, you're an idiot. You're sitting here screaming at these cops like an idiot for no reason. Plus, to be fair, the cuffed people don't want to deal with aggravated cops. Yeah, I guess that helps too. Like, you don't want them to, like, come on, dude, shut up, man. You're going to make him mad, and then he's going to take it out on me. Yeah, right? I guess that also is true. Oh,
you want to be good? I thought you were a tough guy. Come on, Pedro. Come on, Melina. I don't know. You want to get in a fight? You want to get in a scuffle? Me and you right now? Mutual combat, scuffle.
Touch me, it's assault.
Is it? What kind of assault?
Assault 3.
Assault 3?
Yep.
Did I just touch you?
Yep.
You saw me touch you?
I didn't see you.
Okay.
I was letting you know.
Uh-huh.
Because you were approaching me as I was walking by. Right?
Was I?
Yes, it's all on camera.
Okay. I don't know, man. I'm getting. I think I can take all four of you. To be honest, I really believe that I could fucking knock you, knock him, and be done. If I really wanted to, mutual combat style. I'm telling you, the little guy's easy. He's easy. He's the runt of the litter. That's the fucking cakewalk, bro. You might give me a little bit of a challenge, but you're older. You got 15 years on me, bro. You might give me a little bit of a problem. You're already arrested. No matter what I say, they're gonna fucking arrest you. They already got you with tools and shit. No matter what I say, they don't care. These idiots don't give a fuck. I've dealt with them for 20 years. They're retards. They fucking pull you over and say you're a threat to law enforcement. They're fucking retards.
Right, so take care of what you need to take care of. You understand?
Yes.
Like he cares. Like bro cares. Ha.
You're one.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Like you give a fuck, Melina. Come on. Come on, Melina. Melina's a girl's name. I want to get in a scuffle. I want to get in a scuffle. Right. Why not?
I don't want to fight.
I'm in a dominant position. You're sitting down.
Okay.
I'm in a dominant position right now.
Okay.
Don't they treat you in academy that I'm in a dominant position right now? You're sitting down, bro.
That's fine.
It's fine?
So,
Okay.
are you making threats?
Is that what you think it is?
I don't know. You tell
Why
me.
don't you file a fucking charge and see what happens?
I am fighting that.
File a charge. File a charge.
Okay.
File the charge. I'll go after your house. I'll go after your fucking Mexican family and your burritos. I'll go after every burrito in your fucking family. Yeah, every burrito. Every fucking chalupa in your fucking family.
That's fine.
Yeah. You look scared.
Scared of what?
You look scared, Melina. You look scared. You talk shit, but you're scared.
I'm not scared.
I think you're scared, Melina. I think you're fucking scared.
Okay, Glenn.
I think
Have
you're
a good
scared.
one, Glenn Cerio.
What happened? What happened, bitch?
At long last, the officers drive away, so now Glen Cerio can waddle away into oblivion, right? Actually, no. We're now going to show that Glen Cerio isn't just a vile, disgusting human being towards police officers, but to people in general.
You gonna let the cops do that to you? You got more balls than that. They're fucking pussies.
What do you mean? I'm not letting them do anything. You know,
You let them search you, hound you, fucking, you know? They're doing their job.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's how you feel.
Okay. Well, if I'm breaking the law in any way, shape, or form, then yeah.
Why don't you tell them that? Why don't you tell them that while they're putting you in cuffs?
What do you mean? What am I going to tell them? Exactly what I told them? 'Cause
I don't know.
It's not on me, you know? It's not on me.
I'd probably get off the fucking dope if I was you. Just saying. Just saying.
That's your freedom fighter, guys. That is an activist. Someone who berates police officers and then targets someone who is down on their luck just to insult them. This is what First Amendment auditing has become. A bunch of degenerates on the internet that are so sorry for whatever insignificant lives that they have. They have to go out and bully not just people that can't respond, but people already down on their luck. Which demonstrates again, Glen Cerio is a vile, disgusting piece of garbage. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
All right. Round of applause for Fraud Romania. And let's hear it once. Let's hear one for Glen Cerio. Hey, check this out, guys. Glen Cerio. I'm sorry. No, I'm just having fun. All right. So Glenn is like, he is the first one that I ever knew of, the first auditor or SOFSET or any of this. Like, I didn't even know any of this stuff existed. He was the first one I ever like saw on the internet and knew that there was something crazy going on. And then immediately, I didn't want to support his channel, but I wanted to see what he was all about. So I found a video of Schrodinger's cat making fun of Glenn Cerio, and boom, the rest is history. That started the whole thing, baby. Pack for 31 months. All right. Glenn Cerio walking down the street doing an audit. Let's go. Here's your happy dance, Peck. Let's go. All right. Yes, thank you. Yes. But yeah, it looks like I didn't even realize it. Like I said, when I first set up the show for this morning, I saw that Unclean Hands did a video on Glenn. So I was going to show that. And then I saw Frauditor Mania had a new video out. I didn't realize it was the same video. And now I just looked up and saying, oh, well, let's see what else I got. Shenanigans just did this footage. Like, now that Glenn posted again, like everybody's doing it, which is fine. But I didn't know that I had two things that were the same video. And like I said earlier, I can only handle so much Glenn because he's so vile and disgusting. He's like, he's gross, man. Like, dude. And the things he says, like, that's the other thing, too. Like, I never understood about people like him. And there are a couple other ones. Donna, thank you. I think I'll do that. I'll look and I'll pull that up. I also got a couple other ones that I wanted. Pugsy's Dumb People. Yeah, that's another good one. Oragical. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got plenty of options. I'm just saying in general, like, I realize this Glenn thing. And I wanted to say about it is that, like, he has forever been I've kind of been slightly blown away by the fact that people like him in modern cancel culture or SVG News, SGV News, yeah, is another one. I don't understand how these guys can go out and post videos of themselves saying these things and nobody cares. They get money for it. But if somebody else goes on TV and says this, their whole world is destroyed and TikTok absolutely ruins them and they get the internet just totally cancels them and like their whole lives are ruined. It's like, I don't get it why these guys don't get canceled. I'm not saying I support cancel culture. I'm just saying in the modern era of that, how come these guys, like, how do they pick and choose who they're going to cancel and why? I don't know. I had to watch Glenn. Zap News Now Voodoo in retaliation.
Hey, that's what I was made for, baby. No, wait, no, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, please don't tase me, it hurts. Ow, Glenn Cerio's great. Ow, he's an American hero. Ow, he taught me how to fraud it.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, David. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Thomas says, good morning, Hez and Rash family. Sorry for being so late, but I have a question for you. Why are ghosts bad liars? Because they're totally see-through. Parson 1122 said, freeze News Now Voodoo. Freeze? Yeah, there you go. Freeze them. That'd work. I'll tell you what, this thing's pretty hefty. If I were to like soak him and then put him in the freezer, he'd be a very powerful weapon. Yeah. Anyway. Where's my, sorry. Okay. Sorry. I do have, okay. So in the meantime, I got a video from Logan on Law that I wanted to show. It's Judge mocks sovereign citizens' fake defense and hits them with a harsh reality check. I love watching sovereign citizens in court. So let's go ahead and get into that while I dig through the other options and see what we got. Hey, Big Nasty Seth, who's that? Not sure what's going on, but I like it. That's right. Thank you so much. I appreciate the appreciation. All right, let's go. Come on, computer, do something. There we go. Ah, crap, hammer sandwich. All right, so we got that. There we go. All right, let's watch some sovereign citizen in court from Logan on Law. All right.
Giant sovereign citizen.
There's no injured party in this case. So
There doesn't have to be.
there does. In order to set bond against me, there has to be an injured party. Yeah, and I made that clear to the officer that I was traveling. I wasn't driving. I had that.
Were you in a
I had
car?
that film too.
So were you in a car?
Yes, I was. As jurisdiction must be proven on the record before any further proceedings can lawfully continue.
Therefore, Mr. Page, I find you responsible.
This sovereign citizen was.
Wait, real quick. I'm sorry. Before we jump into that, I love that. Because we always say, when we hear these guys getting pulled over, like, that's what court's for. You don't argue this stuff with the cop. Now he's in court, and what's his defense? I told the cop I was traveling. Oh! Well, changes everything. Like, if I get in my car and I drive 90 miles an hour down the road in a 30, and there's children walking, and maybe I run some of them over, who knows, kill some people, why not? And then the cops stop me and I say, no, wait, listen, guys, you don't understand. I'm traveling. They're going to say, oh, I'm sorry, sir, go about your business. Have a nice day. I clearly told the officer I was traveling. That should have put a kibosh on the whole deal. And the judge is just like, the hell are you talking about, you idiot? Were you in a car? Were you behind the wheel? You were driving. Ugh, people are dumb.
Was just in court, and man, he failed miserably. The judge here took a totally different approach too this time. I mean, she just sat back and let him ramble, letting him dump all of his nonsense about fake laws, no contracts, and traveling, not driving right onto the record. It was honestly like watching somebody argue with a brick wall, except the brick wall was quietly setting up their downfall. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think sovereign citizens should be kicked out of the country or not? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence for that one, but without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive in here and watch this sovereign citizen get absolutely destroyed here.
All right, we're back on record. Were you two able to have discussions?
We had the discussion, Your Honor, but we're unable to reach resolution.
Okay, so was an offer made?
Yes.
Okay, can you just tell me what the offer
Oh,
was?
yes, Your Honor. The people offered to reduce the charge of speeding 11 to 15 over to a double pardon.
All right, and Mr. Page, you understand that's a civil infraction, has a fine of $165, but it doesn't have any points on your license.
Right.
Okay, and you've rejected that offer?
I have.
Okay. All right, so we're proceeding with our hearing then.
Thank you.
Mr. Page, is there something you want to, if you're just going to read me a giant sovereign citizen objection to my jurisdiction, I'll give you 2 minutes to put whatever you want to put on record, and then we're proceeding with the hearing. Fair?
Don't I have the right to be heard lawfully?
Well, you have the right to ask questions to the witness.
Okay.
And to, you know, make any arguments you want to the court.
Right.
But as far as jurisdictional arguments, the court does have jurisdiction.
Okay, is this court operating in administrative or judicial law?
I'm not participating in this, sir.
Well, I would.
Well,
have
you
to- I
know,
would
this
have
is
to
a
know.
court of law.
I would have to know because there's no injured party in this case. So
There doesn't have to be.
There does, in order to set bond against me, there has to be an injured party.
Okay. Anything else? I am operating under the laws of the state of Michigan and the Michigan Constitution. And that's the information that I'm willing to provide. And it's,
Okay.
and I'm certain you're aware of that, sir. You've lived in the United States for your life.
And I'm also aware I have the right to freely travel at my own
Correct.
vehicle that I maintain and take care of. There was no injured party. I was not engaged in commerce or commercial activity.
Okay, well, they can get tickets too for speeding.
I'm protected under the Constitution. Speed limit's not law. The Constitution says that.
Actually,
The speed limit
The
is statute,
state's-
code, and ordinance.
correct. Statute and ordinance, that's
Yeah.
correct.
So how could I be charged if we're operating under this type of law and no injured party? This-
Well, your federal right to travel under the or the federal constitution doesn't mean that you're not subject to regulatory. I mean, do we not have to get driver's licenses? Do we not have to get car insurance? Do we not have to follow basic speed laws? I mean, you can have a constitutional right with limits and, or regulatory provisions or statutory provisions. The right to drive is not written in the Constitution. The right to travel is.
Yeah, and I made that clear to the officer that I was traveling. I wasn't driving. I have that.
Were you in a
I have
car?
that on film too.
So were you in a car?
Yes, I was.
All right, you were operating a motor vehicle. And were you in the city of Taylor?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
I wasn't operating a motor vehicle though. I was traveling freely down the road.
All right, so here's the deal. These sovereign citizens always pull out this same dusty argument. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Like, bro, you're not backpacking across Europe. You're in a busted up Honda Civic doing 55 in a school zone. They seriously think if they call it traveling, the law just taps out and goes, oh shoot, my bad, carry on, traveler. But here's the truth. Courts have ruled for decades that when you're operating a motor vehicle on public roads, you are driving, and yes, you absolutely need a license too, and also a shred of common sense, which honestly is always missing with these people. It's pretty much like me walking into Chipotle, ordering a burrito, and refusing to pay just because I'm exchanging energy, not purchasing goods. But seriously, let me know in the comments what you guys think this guy's IQ is, because I'm guessing it's somewhere between lukewarm soup and expired yogurt.
In a motor vehicle.
That I maintain and take care of myself. That's my property.
Okay. I understand that. That doesn't affect this. I mean, you were driving a car in the city of Taylor.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay. And that's why we're here.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, people would waive opening at this time would be prepared to call their first witness when you're ready.
Okay. Call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we call Corporal Billy Schillenberg to the stand.
You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, have a seat.
58 miles per hour and 45 mile per hour zone at 694.5 feet.
Wait, say that again. 58 miles per hour. Now, what was the speed limit there?
45.
And based on the reading that you received of 58, and you were monitoring a 45 mile an hour zone, what did you do next?
At that time, I got the 58 and 45. When I got the 58 and 45, set my LiDAR device down. I maintained visual sight of the vehicle that I got the reading from. When Mr. Page approached my patrol vehicle, so I exited the parking lot which I was sitting in.
Objection, I approached your vehicle.
All right. I think, can you just clarify when you
I
say?
never got out of my vehicle.
All right, well, let's let him clarify the answer. I took it to mean something
Sorry,
else.
Your
So
Honor.
no, you have a right to make an objection. Can you just have him clarify what he means by
Yes,
that?
Corporal Schillenberg, can you please clarify your last statement?
So I'm sitting on the west side of Telegraph Road, monitoring southbound traffic in a parking lot.
And that was the parking lot of Turbo Motors?
Yes.
12200 Telegraph?
Yes.
Okay.
So sitting stationary in that parking lot, when I got the reading of 58 and 45, Mr. Page was 694.6 feet away from my vehicle. So as he passed my vehicle in his automobile, that's when I exited the parking lot, pulled behind his vehicle, activated my emergency lights, and initiated a traffic stop on his vehicle.
All right, and that traffic stop was initiated in the parking lot down the road at 12510 South Telegraph?
Yes, that would be the Enterprise.
What was it?
Enterprise.
Enterprise, okay.
And you maintained visual contact with the vehicle the entire time?
Yes.
All right. Did you at some point identify the driver of that 2020 Ford Fusion, silver in color?
I did.
All right. And just for purposes of the record, do you see that individual in the courtroom here today?
I did.
And describe what he's wearing.
Wearing a brown suit and black undershirt.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that he has identified the defendant, Zachary Ryan Page, seated at counsel table.
The record shall so reflect.
Based on your reading and your observations, Corporal Schoenberg, did you then issue a citation to the defendant?
All right, so while we were on the traffic stop, I asked Mr. Page for his identification numerous times, which he refused to do so. I refused to do so. At that time, Sergeant Kish made my location. Mr. Page eventually ended up providing his driver's license to Sergeant Kish. At that time, I was able to issue him a citation for the speeding 11:15 hour.
All right, Mr. Page, you have some questions for the witness? You're free to step to the podium just so the court reporter can take everything down.
No questions to the witness.
Okay.
Who could have guessed, right? Sovereign citizens love putting on a big show, but when it's their time to question the witness accusing them, just straight silence. They'll rant for hours about fake laws, but when it's time to challenge the facts, there's literally nothing. And here's the fun part. If they don't question the witness, the court just accepts the testimony as truth. There's no arguments, no drama. It's just game over, basically. It's pretty much like being accused of stealing pizza. And instead of saying, I didn't, you just yell, I don't consent, and then hope for the best. Fun fact. Judges don't argue for you. You pretty much have to challenge the story yourself. I once saw a sovereign citizen sit there smugly while the judge basically went, thanks for not arguing. Guilty.
All right. Excuse Corporal Kish, thank you.
I like that a lot. I like that he pointed that out because that does happen so often. And it's like, the way he put it specifically, it's like they'll sit here and talk about jurisdiction and they'll talk about my right to travel and they'll talk about this and they'll talk about that and they'll talk about all this stuff. But when it comes to the actual facts of the case, what do they have to say about that? Like, let's hear you talk about the facts. Let's hear you ask questions to the witness to prove you're innocent. What do you got? They got nothing. They have literally nothing. Why? I mean, because, and that's the thing. That's the whole thing with the sovereign citizen thing. Like, if you look at their ideas in general, like overall, not just in this case, but in overall, right? It's like, okay, so were you speeding? Well, I was traveling. Okay, but were you the posted speed limit is 35. You're accused of going 50 in a 35. Were you going 50 miles an hour? The speed limits don't apply to me. So were you going 50 miles an hour? Were you speeding? Like, there's no defense against the accusation. Because, yes, they were. Yes, I was speeding. Yes, I was driving without a license. Yes, I am guilty. I did everything I'm being accused of. But they're not going to say that. So they're going to say everything they can think of to try and get out of it. Except for an actual defense against it because they were doing it and they're not going to say they didn't do it. I don't know. Hez doesn't want to show my videos. Yeah, I was trying to figure earlier what I was going to show. But it's almost 7. That means we got about 20 minutes left. And we got about, let's see, about 5 minutes left of this video. We'll figure something out. It'll be fun in the sun. Hip, 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 hooray. Yes, 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 sirree. I have the right to travel in kilometers per hour. Parson Shield. Florida Jim orders pizza from Lou Malnati's and has it sent frozen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncle Artie for $1.99. Tay's Voodoo. That's what I'm talking about.
Uncle Artie, you missed it. The first thing Hez did this morning was he had my hero, my mentor, the greatest First Amendment auditor of all time, the American Patriot. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da. Bum, bum, ba-da. Ba, bum, ba-da. That's right, pomp and circumstance. That's not pomp and circumstance? Oh, well, how does... Oh, yeah. Glenn Cerio, the one and only, the master, the baiter, the Captain Antonil, the greatest of all time. Glenn Cerio's back, and Hez did a Glenn Cerio video. It was great, and you missed it, Uncle Artie. So you take that, and I'll wait. No! Wait, Parson! Save
Hey, oh my goodness gracious me. Here we go. Let's see. Is Dominic Mysterio the greatest enemy? Let me tell you something, man. Nick, he needs Penta to just destroy him. I still am mad that they separated Penta from Rey Fenix and put them on separate shows. They were a great tag team, one of the best of all time. Anyway, let's get back to the video, guys.
People rested this time, Your Honor.
All right, do you have anything you want to enter into the record?
I want to enter into the record that I'm here today making special appearance under sue juris as one of the people of Michigan, not as a defendant under the jurisdiction of this court. I'm asserting my unalienable rights as secured by the Michigan Declaration of Rights under the United States Constitution, particularly under Article 1, Section 1 of the Michigan Constitution, which establishes all political power is inherent in the people. At that outset, I raise jurisdictional challenge to this court.
Your Honor, may I interrupt? And I apologize for interrupting, but Corporal Schoenberger is our traffic supervisor, and there's been an issue over at the Taylor Police Department this morning. Technical
He's free to go. Do you have any other questions for Corporal Schoenberger?
No.
All right, Corporal Schoenberger, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, sir.
This outset, I raise jurisdictional challenge to the court, as jurisdiction must be proven on the record before any further proceedings can lawfully continue. The separation of powers doctrine, as outlined in Article 3, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution and the Michigan Constitution, makes it clear that no branch of government may exercise the powers of another. Before proceeding, I require clarification on whether this court is operating in a judicial capacity or administrative. If this court is acting under administrative directives or executive branch policies, rather than operating as a constitutionally recognized judicial body, then it is exceeding its lawful authority. No administrative agency, including the SOS, possesses lawful authority to direct judicial rulings or override the people's due process rights. Any attempt to enforce such directives constitutes an unconstitutional exercise of power, rendering these proceedings null and void ab initio. Furthermore, jurisdiction cannot be established by assumption, presumption, or coercion. Due process demands that I am provided with clear, lawful authority establishing the legitimacy of this court's jurisdiction over me. an individual exercising my constitutionally protected right to travel. Without such proof, this court is proceeding without lawful authority and any ruling is issued a legal nullity. I now formally demand that this court place on the record the specific constitutional authority establishing jurisdiction over me as one of the people of Michigan, the legal basis that allows this court to act under administrative directives or executive policies without violating the separation of powers doctrine can lawfully take place.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, I heard testimony today from Corporal Billy Schillingberg. Corporal Schillingberg testified he is works the traffic bureau at the city of Taylor, and that he was in that capacity, working in that capacity on November 4th of 2024 at 1:35 p.m. approximately. He testified that this occurred within the city of Taylor, within the state of Michigan. He testified that he is trained and certified to use LiDAR devices, and that the device had been inspected. He explained how the device is placed at the hood of the vehicle or aimed at the hood of the vehicle, and it determines the speed and feet from the LiDAR device. He testified that at the time, I can't recall the exact number, but he was approximately 600 feet away from the driver of the silver Ford Fusion, and that he was clocked at a speed of 58 in a 45-mile-hour zone. He testified as the vehicle came towards him and passed him, he put his device down and initiated a traffic stop. The stop ultimately occurred at 12510, which is on Telegraph Road, which is the business of Enterprise. Corporal Schillingberg also identified Mr. Page as the driver of the motor vehicle, and his license was ultimately produced, and he was issued a traffic citation. The standard for these hearings is not beyond a reasonable doubt, and there was no questions to Officer Schillingberg that offered any contradictory testimony to the testimony that was issued in this case. Therefore, Mr. Page, I find you responsible of the civil infraction of speeding 11 to 15 over, and that has a fine of $130. Mr. Page, do you need time to pay?
I do.
Okay. How much? Can you pay in 30 days?
I mean, yeah, if I got on a payment plan.
No offense to anybody out there struggling financially. I mean, seriously, we've all been there, but this dude definitely gives off major I need a payment plan vibes. And that also brings me to my main point here. Like, I seriously just can't tell if these sovereign citizens are just desperate for a way out because they can't afford their speeding tickets, or if it's really what it looks like. I mean, most of them either have no cash or they're just a little mentally unglued. I mean, why else would you stand in court yelling about fake laws when you could just pay the fine and move on? Like, it really just makes no sense. I mean, one time I watched a guy argue so hard about not consenting to the charges that even the judge looked like he wanted to pass him a GoFundMe link. Honestly, do you guys think these people are broke, brainwashed, or just bored out of their minds? Let me know in the comments. I know you all have some wild opinions on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I really appreciate it, guys. Take care.
All right. Round of applause for Logan on Law. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Speaking to me, it's me. Hey, what's up, you? Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, LaDonna Rogers is here too. What's up? The thing is, I'd like to say hello to everybody. Tim Hicks is here. But I didn't see Graham. There's no one to ignore. Hey, there's Zekwit's in the house. All right. Hello, watching a video of an Ohio ghost that got arrested. A murderer that thinks they can go out and they can outsmart interrogators, and some weird guy has yelling at me. That's right. It's always fun To get hollered at by Hezokuai. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Watch Elaine Meyer's court appearance if you want to see crazy. Yep, he's nuts. Oh man, that dude's like something out of a whole nother universe. Let's see. We only got like 14 minutes to the cupcake dance. Let's see. Do I have any good short videos? Let's see. What else can we do? No, that one's like half an hour. Let's see. One of these days, I'm gonna have a day off of work, and then I'll be able to go longer. I wonder if we're open Memorial Day. I don't know. It's coming up soon, though, right? Close this. Let's see. Sovereign Citizen Hall of Fame. I think that's an old one too. Looks like a lot of people are covering that video we did yesterday too with those First Amendment auditors that on the very first audit they pepper sprayed somebody and got arrested for assault. That's what. Wait, what? Who said what? There's a lot. Yeah. Oh, it's like Michael from The Office, right? Anytime somebody says something that can be turned you out, yeah. Okay. That's oh wait, here we go.
That's what I said. Yeah, man. Hey, check it out. That's wait, what was it? Oh yeah. That's what I said. Get it? It's funny because I said that's what I said, right? That's the joke. Oh, hey, I got something here. Look at my butt. You like that? No, wait, what was that? Ah, more like it. Ow.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness gracious me. We watched the front. Yeah, bootlickers are funny. I guess I don't know. I don't think I've ever met one. So yeah, I wouldn't know. Let's see. NCR News Network, what's up? Oh, you know what? Let's look up NCR. Let's see what he's got. Let's see. NCR News Network. Oh, it's Glenn Cerio. Oh man. That's awesome. Lens lickers are pretty funny. Yeah, they are. Me said slurp, slurp. Yep. Resolutionary man. See, that's the thing though. Like every once in a while, hey, we got a few minutes. It's like, hey, it could be fun to get into a debate with one of these douche canoes. The problem is so many of them, like, you can't really. Oh wait, we see bootlickers every day. The first thing a frauditor does is lick the boots when they get in trouble. Yeah, the cop sucked. You're under arrest. Oh, but officer, sir, I was just exercising my rights, sir. I did nothing wrong. I don't know what you're. Yeah, they all of a sudden, especially if like they harass a random citizen, and the random citizen actually stands up for themselves. They call the cops. Officers, come save me, please. Somebody said, please don't film me. They're not allowed to say that. Oh, man. Warren Sapp's first audit. Oh boy, that'll be fun. Yeah. So there you go. They deep throat the boot. Yep, they love it. But that's the thing. Like I don't. Sometimes I try to talk to these guys, but none of them ever want to have a real conversation, right? Because that's the tactic. And not just with frauditors, like Sav said, all these guys. Like it's like this. The tactic is if they don't have an actual argument, they just go into insults and name calling and ad hominem attacks because they have no actual argument. Just like I was saying about these guys when they're in court. They can't argue the facts because they did it. And they know they did it. So they argue whether or not it should be illegal for them to do it in the first place. Well, it doesn't matter whether you think it should be illegal or not. It is. Did you do it? Yeah. There you go. Like, what's... You got a problem with it? Go to the Supreme Court. I don't know what to tell you. Vote. But I don't think, I really don't think, I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think that in the old days, the idea of like wait a minute. What is this? What are your thoughts on the idiot frauder that wanted a FOIA in a Subway restaurant? See, that's the thing. That's exactly the thing. That's how stupid these guys are. You start watching videos by these guys that intentionally go to the wrong building to put in a FOIA request, and then it starts getting to the point where these guys have no idea what the actual FOIA laws are. Think, oh, I saw some videos on YouTube that say that if I walk into a building, I could fill out a FOIA request, and they have to do it by law. So I'm going to walk into Subway and do it. What? These people are so stupid. They don't even understand their own arguments. First Amendment auditors are getting really desperate. I'm waiting for them to start auditing graveyards. That was one of Amagansett Press's first audits. That's not something new. He did it. That was one of the first things he did. Was a graveyard. Or a private hospital. Yeah, I've seen them go into medical facilities, not necessarily hospitals. Leland, we're here for you. Relax. It's all good. Just take a deep breath, count to 10, or maybe 500. And remember that in the long run, it always seems, I know it's bad. I've been there, my ex right down the street with the kids and everything and going about. Hubby's the one I'm worried about. Yeah, I know. It's rough. It's bad. It's hard, man. Relationships are hard. Life is hard. Everything. But that's why we like to come here in the morning and have fun and begin our day with a smile. I never once heard a liar swear to tell the truth and do it. I never heard a liar swear to tell the truth and do it. Well, if they're a liar, why would they not lie when they were swearing to tell the truth? If they're a liar, then they would lie. That's why when a frauditor says, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm not trespassing, I'm a journalist, the officer can't just say, oh, you're a legitimate journalist? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. Go about your business, sir. Or if a sovereign citizen says, wait a minute, I'm traveling. I'm not speeding. I'm traveling. Oh, well, then go ahead and because criminals lie. So, of course, you can't just believe what they say just because they said it. That would be insane. So I could just go murder a bunch of people. And then when the cops stop me, I'm gonna say, oh, I just murdered a bunch of people. Take me away. No, of course they're gonna lie. Why is it okay for the police to lie? Well, what did they lie to you about? Like, why are you so butthurt? Like, what did they say to you that was a lie? And no, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is it right here. This proves what I always say. What do I always say? The reason why I cannot have a conversation with a frauditor or a sovereign citizen is because why? What do I always say? No matter what question you ask, if you ask a frauditor, why is it okay for you to walk up to a random lady on the street and call her a C word, or walk up to a little kid and post his image, exploit his image on YouTube for profit? Why is that okay? What's the answer they always give? Because cops are bad. Because cops are bad. Why is it okay for me to be evil? Because I don't like cops. Why is it okay for me to harass people and insult people and try to just because I don't like cops? Well, why is it okay for police to lie? So I can lie because they do too? Oh, right, so you can be bad. If other kids jump off a bridge, you're going to jump off too? What do you do what you do? Cops are bad, okay? Well, what do you do when cops are bad, okay? There's more to life than cops are bad, okay? And again, what did they lie to you about? Are you challenged until? Yeah, they are. Frauditors are, and so are sovereign citizens. They gotta be to believe this nonsense. Okay, right, exactly. And it's like, I mean, and again, it's like, hey, unclean hands, what's up? It's like if you wanted it, like, this is the thing, like, if you wanted a real answer to the question, if you already don't understand that, I think you're already too stupid to understand the answer. But why is it okay for cops to lie? Because imagine if they absolutely 100% had to completely and totally only ever tell 100% factual, accurate truth, right? How many interrogations would murderers get off? Because the cops didn't ask them a question that only the murderer would know the answer to. Because they're like, hey, you know, we got the bodies, so you might as well tell us where the other ones are buried. Maybe they don't. But once they tell you that and you say, okay, let me draw you a map, and then they look at the place where you drew the map and they find the bodies, you wouldn't know where they were buried if you weren't the one who buried them. So obviously you murdered a bunch of people. So that's why in certain circumstances it's allowed for a police officer to lie. But not lie under oath. That's different. That's a crime. That's perjury. That's not legal. And that's the thing. You say, well, why is it okay? Oh, so you're talking about in situations where it's legal for them to do that. Committing perjury isn't legal. So that's different. Boom. I'd have to make the argument that a cop is not under oath when you're being arrested. They're not answering anything incrimination that would fit perjury. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes. Okay, so that's another thing that I never really understood. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:20. It's time for the cup, cake, happy dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. All right. All right. See, okay, let me ask you something. This is something that nobody ever says, right? Every month, I was held and tortured for a month. So let me get this straight. So you're sitting in your house watching TV, minding your own business, and then the cops bust your door down and drag you off to jail and torture you for a month, and then send you back. And then you sit down and you get down and you turn on the TV, and then they bust down your door and they drag you off to jail. You didn't commit any crimes. You didn't do anything wrong. They just randomly chose you to just start locking up and torturing for no reason. Take them to federal court and sue the crap out of them, because that's a violation of your civil rights. But if you actually did something, try state prison. The food's better. All right. Yeah, I found 100% success in not being held in jail. Perhaps you're the problem. That's the other thing, too. That's what I always say. If you're getting arrested every month, you got to be doing something. The police don't just randomly bust into houses and drag people off to jail once a month. That doesn't exist. You're lying. You're lying. Oh, yeah, but cops are bad, so I can lie. People are so stupid. I broke the law. I got caught. I did my time. I have a record, and I have no problem with cops. Exactly. Like, none of that's, not one thing that you said in that story made any sense at all. And you talk about bootlickers. How about lens lickers? How about people that you would tell that story and they'd say, oh my God, I can't believe the police would do that to you. How dare they? Do what? Lock you up and torture you once a month? Really? Really? Where, is this North Korea? Where do you live that they get away with doing that? And you did literally nothing to cause them to do it. Or is the part you're not telling us is that about once a month you get caught selling meth out of your basement? Or they're trying to shut down your meth lab. Are you leaving that part out so that we'll just say cops are bad for arresting you all the time? Anyway, good luck with your meth lab. All right, I got to go to work. I got to take my son to work. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you for joining us. Where's my song? Thank you. You guys are the best fans in the world. Thank you for joining me. And like I always say, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. Bye.